How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another trailer reaction video. Earlier in the week we had Captain Marvel drop, and then since then there have been rumours saying that there might be an Avengers 4 trailer dropping, there might be a Spider-Man Far From Home trailer dropping sometime this week. They're all rumours, nothing was confirmed by Marvel, and then, as luck would have it, right as I was in the middle of a bloody uni lecture, my phone buzzes off, Avengers 4 trailer released. Of course it did, so I turned my phone off, literally sprinted home from uni. Got the trailer loaded up right now. I cannot wait to see this. I was a little hesitant of whether I wanted to watch it at first because it could have been one of those films. Imagine the experience if you just went in completely blind. You didn't know anything about the film. You hadn't seen a single bit of footage. But then I thought, oh, especially after Thanos did that snap, I need to see a bit. I need to see what there is on offer. Couple things that I'm expecting from the trailer. I don't think it's going to be a necessarily cheery trailer, especially with how Infinity War left off. Be nice to see if we get a snippet of Ant-Man, maybe? Possibly Hawkeye. I think, bearing in mind that they've just released the second Captain Marvel trailer, Carol Danvers is still in the public image, so I reckon we'll get a glimpse of her in the trailer. I think that would make marketing sense. I think everyone's buzzing, everyone's talking about Captain Marvel now. Put her in the Avengers trailer, and that should probably explode. But yeah, no word on the title. It's literally just got Marvel Studios Avengers official trailer. Whether we'll get a title reveal, I don't know. Don't play it yet. Right. I think enough chit chat now. I think it's time we play the trailer. Please. Please be good. Ooh. Okay, so he's back in space.
Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel better about this.
He's recording to Pepper.
Part of the journey is the end.
Oh no.
Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. That'll be it.
It's like a survival.
When I drift off, I will dream about you.
Oh.
It's always you.
Cool. Blimey. This is very cheery. Oh, that's not fair. You can't do that. It's not allowed.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
He wiped out
Whew.
50% of all living creatures.
There he is.
We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family.
Who's that?
We lost a part of ourselves.
Who? Yeah!
This is the fight of our lives.
This is going to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Oof. I like it all fractured. Are we going to get a title? Avengers Endgame. Okay.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Steve. We met a few years ago at the airport.
Yes.
Not really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that. That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Let him in. Right. Oh, that's a lot to take in. Definitely more of a teaser trailer. The title of the video says official trailer. There's, I wouldn't. It's a very early trailer. We get the sense Tony is stuck in space. I think he's stuck with Nebula. If I remember correctly, it's just the two of them left on Titan. And so they're on like a very survival mission. The ship's running out of oxygen, food and water's depleted. I'm hoping at some point, I mean, they're going to have to get rescued eventually. A call might get sent out that can bring them back. He's obviously recording his sort of farewell message to Pepper. That's unless she's been wiped out by the snap. We also cut to Avengers base with Cap and Black Widow. They're talking about all this plan. I'm curious. They lead towards the Cap has a plan. Don't give us any information what the plan is, but he has a plan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through it again, because there's a lot to process. But I want to point out anything necessary.
Stay on. Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel better about this.
So I'll freeze it here. So they've escaped off Titan because they're in space at the moment. My money is on Captain Marvel somehow finding them and bringing them back to Earth. I think it's only fair. The showdown needs to take place on Earth, so Iron Man is gonna have to come back at some point. I think Captain Marvel is gonna have something to do with it.
Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning.
They just stuck drifting.
Yeah. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
That's quite sad. Damn, Tony. I mean, that's just not necessary. It's just like rubbing salt into the wound. We're already still aching over like the millions of deaths, and now you're gonna make the Marvel logo disappear too. You dicks, Marvel, you dicks. Now, right, I'm assuming this is the place where we left Thanos at the end, where he's watching the sunset. I'm interested to know how he's got all his armor back, because he shed all that armor near the beginning when he got the Power Stone. But I love that he's using it now like a little scarecrow.
Thanos did.
We don't get a clear shot of
exactly what he
Thanos.
said he was gonna do. He wiped out.
I mean, Steve, why are you crying? If you're crying, something's up, because you're usually the backbone of this entire franchise. I'm expecting to go through a lot of tissues in this film.
50%
That sounds dirty.
of all living creatures.
Right. I think because they got a picture of Peter Parker up here. Obviously, he turned to dust. They've also got a picture of Scott Lang. Now, I know he shrank. If you spoilers, if you haven't seen the end credits of Ant-Man and the Wasp here, he shrinks down into, what's it called? The micro. It's not the microverse. Oh, I need to hand in my Marvel card. He shrinks down. So I don't know whether they're thinking that he's necessarily gone. Obviously, he's not, because he shows up at the end of the trailer. But I like the fact that they're sort of running down the superheroes that they can call on, and obviously these two, they don't think they can.
We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family.
Now, this is cool. Hawkeye has always been taken the piss out of ever since, because he showed up in Thor, but ever since he was in the Avengers, he's always been taken the piss out of. This is the one thing that needs to happen to make Hawkeye a badass again. Make him Ronin, because he hasn't got his typical get-up. I think they look to be in an Asian country of sorts.
We lost a part of ourselves.
I mean, That's what we need. That is what we need. That is the Hawkeye we need.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Whew. And then the logo reveal. I don't know how I feel on Endgame as a title. Like, it's fine. Obviously, it's linking into the end of Infinity War when Doctor Strange sort of turns to dust, and he says to Tony just beforehand that we're in the Endgame now. And I see the relevance that it has with the actual story it's trying to tell. I just think it's a very generic title to use. I feel the same way about some other superhero titles. I feel like you just go for the generic, like, end of the world scenario. It's a fine title. I would have maybe loved something a bit more comic, like, book related. Because Infinity War is huge. Like, you say to anyone before the film came out, Infinity War, everyone knows what that comic story entails. Endgame is a little more vague and kind of simple, but I don't mind it. It has context within the film. I love this little stinger.
This is Scott Lang.
It's just
We
a
met few years ago
little quirky little.
in Germany. That got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's a friend.
I think what this tells me is Ant-Man is going to be vital to this story, a lot more important than I think many people think. I've heard rumors. These are rumors. The only thing I have to go this on of is reports and set photos that somehow this is going to involve time travel. I've had nothing from this trailer to assume that whatsoever, but from the set photos, what I've seen is that they travel back in time to 2012's Avengers, the Battle of New York, and I've seen Cap in his old Captain America getup. Iron Man's looking a bit grey and withered. Ant-Man's there. Loki is back. If anyone's watching this believing the Loki is still alive theory, he's not. He's well and truly dead. I'd be very disappointed if they somehow bring Loki back alive. So I reckon he'll be in this film, but in the flashback, time travel, where we go back. But no, as for a trailer, this is everything I could have asked for like a first look. I'm probably going to say this now. I don't think I want to see any more footage. Like, I've seen enough, and I kind of hope that Marvel leave it at that. They won't, because they need to sell this movie as much as they can. Of course they do. And I will probably watch the other trailers that they release, because I'm a sucker. But I've got my fill. Of course I'm going to be there opening when it comes out. But yeah, I don't really want to see much more. But I'm gonna, because I'm an idiot and I love Marvel movie trailers. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame. I guess, yeah, we can say it. Avengers Endgame trailer. Let me know what you thought in the trailer in the comments below. Links to my Facebook and Twitter are in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Many thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.